Hi there, my name is Crystal, and I'm a member of the Miami Children's Museum's theater troupe. Today, we are going to hear a special Native American story as part of our month-long celebration of Native American Heritage Month. We actually have a special friend joining us today to tell this story. He's a professional storyteller and an author of children's books and grown-up books, Gerald Hausman. He'll be telling us how the coyote got yellow eyes.
How Coyote got yellow eyes. Coyote learned the game of throwaway eyes from Magpie. He was walking along one day when he saw Magpie spin around in the sky and throw away his eyes. "That is a neat trick," Coyote said. "Could you teach me how to do it?" "Coyotes can't do that trick," Magpie replied. "Oh, I bet they can," Coyote said. "Very well," said Magpie. "I will show you. But you must not get mad at me if you can't catch your eyes up after you lose them." Magpie flew into the air, spun around 4 times, shook his head from side to side, threw away his eyes, and caught them back in his head again. Coyote watched eagerly. "I know how to do it," he said. And he ran in a straight line, spun around 3 times, shook his head up and down, and all around, and threw away his eyes. But he failed to catch them up. 2 blue jays saw Coyote's eyes lying in the sand, and they took them up and flew away with them. Now Coyote was stone blind. He called for Magpie, but Magpie was long gone. "I cannot see," Coyote wailed. "Magpie, where are you?" Ground Squirrel was nearby, and he heard Coyote hollering. "Since I have never lost anything," he explained, "I don't think I could help you. I'm sorry." Badger came along just then and said, "I would not be much help to you, my friend. My claws would just get in the way." Hummingbird whizzed by. "With so many flowers to visit, well, I'm much too busy to help you." Then Coyote heard a kind voice, and he knew that it was Mother Earth. Who else was so helpful and never cruel and good to the people? Who but she would help someone who made a practice of never helping anyone? There, Coyote," she said. "I know a person who could help you." "No one helps me because no one likes me," Coyote cried. "That is not true," Mother Earth said in her kind way. "I have asked Nuthatch to find your eyes." No sooner had she said this than Nuthatch came around. He said, "Look, Coyote, I have brought you 2 new, nice pine gum eyes. I picked them off a piñon tree and made them for you myself." "Oh, thank you, Cousin Nuthatch," Coyote said. Nuthatch flew down and put the 2 new eyes into Coyote's head. "I can see!" Coyote shouted, hopping up and down. Nuthatch, who had other things to do, just flew away. It was not long before Coyote started remembering the animal people who had made up excuses so they would not have to help him. "I'm going to steal Ground Squirrel's nuts," he thought. "And then he will find out what it's like to lose something." After he had done this, he went to Badger's hole. "I will stop here and fill Badger's house full of dirt. Then he will have to put his claws to good use." For the rest of the day, Coyote did bad things to punish those animal people who had refused to help him. The last person he wanted to punish was Hummingbird. Are you too busy to help Cousin Coyote find his eyes? He said, and he spilled all of the nectar out of Hummingbird's red medicine bundle. Now, it was so hot that day while Coyote was doing bad things, and the sun shone down on his pine gum eyes, and guess what? The eyes started to melt because they were only made of sap, remember? "Oh no!" he cried. "My eyes are melting!" Off he went, running madly to cool them down. After a while they turned hard again, but not before the sticky gum made two sooty streaks right alongside of his eyes like that. These are the same markings that you see on every coyote out in the desert today. His yellow eyes are still just made of sap.
Thank you so much, Gerald Hausman, for that wonderful storytelling. I hope you have a spectacular rest of your Native American Heritage Month. See you soon.